Learning English can be an enjoyable and rewarding experience, especially when you focus on practical sentences related to everyday activities, like school. By practicing school-related sentences regularly, you'll begin to understand how words come together and how grammar functions in real-life contexts. Here's how you can start learning English with simple sentences related to school, along with explanations and tips to help you along the way. To begin, it's helpful to start with sentences that are relevant to your daily school activities. This makes learning more practical and memorable because you'll be using these sentences often. Let's explore 20 simple sentences that you can use every day related to school, along with explanations for each one. 1. I go to school at 8 a.m. Explanation. This sentence is in the present simple tense, which is commonly used for habits or routines. Go to school is the verb phrase, and at 8 a.m. tells us the time this action happens. 2. I study English every day. Explanation. Study is the verb, and English is the object. Every day specifies the frequency of this action. 3. I have math class in the morning. Explanation. Have is the verb, and math class is the object. In the morning tells us when this action occurs. 4. I do my homework after school. Explanation. Do is the verb, and homework is the object. After school indicates when this activity takes place. 5. I read a book during recess. Explanation. Read is the verb, and a book is the object. During recess tells us when this action happens. 6. I ask questions when I don't understand. Explanation. Ask is the verb, and questions is the object. When I don't understand provides the condition under which the action takes place. 7. I write notes in my notebook. Explanation. Write is the verb, and notes is the object. In my notebook tells us where the action occurs. 8. I eat lunch in the cafeteria. Explanation. Eat is the verb, and lunch is the object. In the cafeteria indicates the location of the action. 9. I participate in group discussions. Explanation. Participate is the verb, and in group discussions tells us where the action occurs. 10. I listen to the teacher carefully. Explanation. Listen is the verb, and to the teacher indicates who is the focus of the action. Carefully describes how the action is done. 11. I take tests seriously. Explanation. Take is the verb, and tests is the object. Seriously tells us the manner in which the action is done. 12. I play sports after school. Explanation. Play is the verb, and sports is the object. After school tells us when this action happens. 13. I attend all my classes on time. Explanation. Attend is the verb, and all my classes is the object. On time tells us when this action happens. 14. I prepare for exams in advance. Explanation. Prepare is the verb, and for exams is the object. In advance tells us when the action happens. 15. I help my classmates with their studies. Explanation. Help is the verb, and my classmates is the object. With their studies specifies the purpose of the action. 16. I clean my desk at the end of the day. Explanation. Clean is the verb, and my desk is the object. At the end of the day indicates when the action happens. 17. I raise my hand before speaking in class. Explanation. Raise is the verb, and my hand is the object. Before speaking in class indicates the time and context for the action. 18. I learn new things every day. Explanation. Learn is the verb, and new things is the object. Every day specifies the frequency of this action. 19. I discuss homework with my friends. Explanation. Discuss is the verb, and homework is the object. With my friends specifies who is involved in the action. 20. I revise my notes before exams. Explanation. Revise is the verb, and my notes is the object. Before exams indicates when this action takes place. These sentences are structured using the present simple tense, which is often used to describe habits, routines, or facts. The basic formula for the present simple tense is subject plus verb, base form, plus object slash complement. For example, in the sentence, I go to school at 8 a.m., I is the subject, go is the verb, to school is the object, and at 8 a.m. is the complement that adds more detail to the sentence. Tips for practicing and using these sentences. Repetition. The more you repeat these sentences, the more natural they will become. Try to say them out loud several times throughout the day, especially during school activities. For example, when you're getting ready in the morning, say, I go to school at 8 a.m. out loud. Context. Use these sentences in real-life situations. For example, when you're studying, say, I study English every day to reinforce the habit. When you're in class, use the sentence, I listen to the teacher carefully to remind yourself to pay attention. Writing practice. Write these sentences down in a journal or notebook. Writing helps reinforce what you've learned and improves your memory. For instance, after school, you could write down what you did using sentences like, I do my homework after school and I read a book during recess. Mix and match. Once you're comfortable with these sentences, try changing them slightly to fit different scenarios. For example, you can change I eat lunch in the cafeteria to I eat lunch with my friends in the cafeteria. This will help you practice sentence structure while expanding your vocabulary. Speak with classmates. Practice these sentences with a classmate or study partner. Speaking with others helps improve your fluency and confidence. You can discuss your daily routines or study habits using sentences like, I revise my notes before exams, or I participate in group discussions.